Okie dokie. Can you see? Hi, Pam. How are you going? Just going to post my link onto Facebook. Oops, what did I do? Okay. Can you hear okay, Pam? Okay, so Pam, do you remember when I was sorting my scrap box the other week? Well, this is these are the bags from when I sorted it. Plus, I had a little baggie of clothing, dockets and stuff, and a bag of tissue paper scraps. So I put them in separate baggies, and well, these were bigger scraps, smaller scraps, and itty bitty scraps, but I think they've got muddled over the weeks. But look, I started another crap box. Oh my gosh, look already. It's out of control. I can't stop. I've got string in there. So, all I'm going to be doing today, I know, Pam, I thought if I put it into baggies, um, that I would kind of keep it under control. But I just started a new crap box and I find the baggies I have trouble working out of. I kind of want to put it back in the box because I can't rummage about, and I find that I'm not using stuff out of the baggies now. So, I can't rummage. And then when I have scraps and I clean my desk, I find it easier to just chuck it all into a box. Hi, Geo. Geo, I was just telling Pam from Honeybee. Remember when I sorted my crap box the other week? These are the baggies that I sorted. Big scraps, little scraps, itty bitty scraps. But look, I started a new crap box. So today I'm just going to sew a bunch of scraps together. These are the ones I posted on Facebook earlier. And I told everyone to pick up some scraps and sew or glue them and post a picture. So I'm going to just do some more of these, basically, just to get rid of some scraps. And I want to get these down to a manageable level that I can just use my crap box. You knew I would, Gio. Oh, really? I really thought I would behave. Okay, so I'm going to use what's in here. I'm going to get rid of what I've already put in here and try and use whatever's in my baggies and just sew those babies together. So I'm going to tip this out actually. I have no idea what this little metal bit is. I have little little metal bits everywhere. Oh gosh, I don't even know what I've got in here now. Look at this. Why? Oh, hi Denise. Hello. I'm glad you could make it, Denise. It must be really late there, is it? I forget where in the US you are. So Denise, Honeybee Crafting is Pam. She's one of our little Aussie girls, and Gio is one of our Aussie girls as well. Okay, I don't even know where to start because now my crap's out of control again. Which baggie? I'm just going to pull out some interesting bits, I suppose. Actually, there's no interesting bits. Oh, Kate! Kate, where have you been? We've missed you in the Junk Journal Down Under group. Kate, you may not have seen because you're MIA, but I sorted my crap box the other week. And this is all the crap out of it. But I've slowly been making another crap box. And now I'm just going to sew a bunch of it together to make little things like these. These are two I just sewed the other day. I was talking to someone I know on Skype. And I was saying I might go live and sew scraps. And she asked for an example. And so I just quickly did those. Oh gosh, I don't even know where to start. Okay. Oh, I saw a bit of doily. Oh, there's a bit of lace. Now guys, I'm a bit blind, so I find it hard to follow the chat. Actually, when I say I'm a bit blind, I'm a lot blind. But if you want to type a message to me, if you put the @ symbol in front of my name, like @BonnyandClive, on my side it'll show up in red, big red letters, so I can see it properly. Oh, hi Tonya. Oh, is it? Yeah, I don't go live often because I find when I work in my craft room, usually I'm just doing like 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, so it's kind of hard to go live. But on the weekend, Darren, he's watching the grandkids for me so I can get some time in my craft room. Okay, look, this is crazy. Tonya, I don't know if you saw, the other week I sorted my crap box. And I made crap bags. I sorted it live, which is a bit strange, but anyway, I'm just going to sew some scraps together to make some little embellishments like these. These were scraps just out of my scrap box. And I've got little fabric scraps everywhere. When I say everywhere, like I literally mean everywhere. Look. These little baggies are when through the week I take bits and pieces inside because I look after my grandson, and I take little bits inside to work on something inside, you know, making handmade flowers or something. And so I've always got these little baskets or baggies, and then when I come back into my craft room at night, I chuck them on my desk, so I have these bags of stuff everywhere. Oh, Tonya, I don't think I work with anything but scraps these days, to be honest. Okay, so I did try earlier to kind of set my sewing machine up so that you could watch me pick scraps and sew, but I couldn't get an angle that fit both because, well, I've got a big desk. It's small because of all the crap on it. Oh, Geo, that's so not true. I've seen your work, Geo, and I love your work. Your style is right up my alley, and I really wish you would have a YouTube channel. And you're so cheerful to listen to, so... See, why would this be in here? I don't know. Okay, have I got enough bits of rubbish out? Honestly, even after the live, I'm going to sit here and sew until I get rid of some of this crap. Oh, see, these have been hanging about for ages. And next video, you're going to see my scrap box or bag is going to be so little and cute and tiny and manageable. Oh my gosh, look. I can't believe I sorted this and I still kept stuff like this. Why didn't you guys stop me? You all watched me doing it. Why didn't you stop me? Look, come on. This is crazy. But you know, I know it sounds weird, but I actually stamp on little pieces like this and use them. Oh, and I also remember all those strips I had? Okay, sorry. I always feel like I need to catch up on the oh, Bonny's band-aids. No, look, Tonya, I've got a whole stack of those on my desk as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, those little strips, yeah, I usually make Bonny's band-aids, but I found a stamp in my drawer that someone sent me in a Happy Mail. Oh gosh, I can't remember. It may have been you, Gio. Did you send me a stamp? Anyway, it's got this one thin, long stamp that is just this pattern, like little arrows, are they? And it's perfect for these thin strips. So I just stamped a bunch in different colors. And I've been just using them to rip up and put in collages and stuff. So maybe I'll get rid of a few of those that I've stamped as well. And now, actually, I wish I didn't find that stamp because now, before, I couldn't let one little strip go. I kept so many, but I did used to let go of these strips from the edge of book pages. I'd only try to keep the coffee dyed strips. But now I found that stamp. Now I'm like keeping every single little strip of paper. It's given me a good excuse. Oh, Gio, you can come and film here any day. We both may not fit in my room because of all my junk, but you can just push me aside. So, Kate, where have you been? We've missed you. I hope you're still crafting. Okay. See, I'm dumping those on the floor. What else? Maybe these are too little to use. Okay, get on with it. Stop shuffling scraps. I'll use that. Oh, okay. I don't remember what these were from. These are some squares I cut up. Actually, these may have been from when I was actually making a real quilt. that I abandoned halfway and then ripped up to use for junk journal covers. These are years old, these. I might use this. Alrighty. Where to start? Okay, I've probably pulled out too much crap. I find when I pull out too much crap, I really don't know where to start. See, those little scraps, I just stamp on them. I think I'm going to use some of these little guys. See, these are book page edges. You see, I use the same Aldi stamp over and over because I don't have a lot of stamps. I just keep using the same little butterflies. I did buy mushroom stamps, but you've seen those used to death as well. Oh, and these negatives I'm going to use from the die cuts. Ooh, little golden book. He's been kicking around for a couple of years, so I'm going to get rid of him and him. Okay, let me catch up. Alrighty. Okay, what I might do is just make a bunch, like just put a bunch together and then sew them in one hit. That's what I usually do. Actually, sometimes I just build it as I go on the sewing machine. This is from when I used to tutor maths back in my uni days. I pulled apart a bunch of maths and chemistry papers and notes that I had. All right, where to start? I don't even know where to start. I think I'm going to start with some book page as usual. Kate, were you moving house? I remember, was it you that was moving house or someone else? Okay, I can't do this when I'm being watched for some reason. What do I want? What do I want? See, look how cool these math pages are. I've been doing some collages. Actually, let me show you. Look, I'll never get this done, will I? Okay, this is what I do when I'm babysitting inside. I'm in the house because my craft room is the garage. So I sit at the kitchen table ripping books apart and yeah, I've just been collaging on cereal boxes and I'll just chop these up to make tags. Look how many I've done. Okay, I didn't realize I did so many. Oh, this one is just all black and white pictures that I've, cut out of books at some stage and I just glued them down and put some book pages in between. I'm tossing up whether to maybe brayer some color over top. I'm not sure yet. Hi, Krista. Those are scraps that I sorted in my crap box. I'm using up. And Krista, I think this was from you. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty positive. I used some in my mushroom journals, I think. Okay. So for some reason, I did this much quicker when I was by myself the other day on Skype. I think I'm going to ink this. And this guy, his two whites. All right, get moving. I don't feel I've got a good enough selection of scraps. So what's everyone doing? Is everyone crafting? Are you home? What's happening? Why am I shuffling? Tell me. Stop, stop. Just do it. Okay, I need fabric. I need to actually make some more snippet rolls and stuff because I have a ridiculous amount of fabric everywhere. Okay, I think he'll be one. So usually I just have a little production line on my desk where I just put them together and then I sew them all in one hit. So I think I'll just line them up like I would normally do. This is out of a large calendar I was making envelopes with to pack orders because I don't buy envelopes. So envelopes is something I always struggle with. So, you know, if you've ever ordered from my shop, my Etsy shop, you'll get orders sent in almost anything. Oh, okay. I've got some little love hearts here. Oh, a little owl. Okay, you meant to make these quicker than I'm doing. I feel like I stuff around on camera. If I were by myself, I probably would have knocked 20 of these up together by now. I feel like I need something there. What do I want? I'm not happy with my selection of scraps. Wish I had some map pages. Well, I do have map pages, but I just want to use the scraps that are here. Okay, I think he's going to be one. Oh, there's some. Okay, let me catch up. Oh, Krista, that's so cool. That's so cool that you've got someone. Oh, hello, Journals by Jadis. You're on your way home from work. Yeah, Krista, that's so cool that you've got somewhere to. That was in my last one. You've got somewhere to sell your journals. Our area is not, arty, crafty. Where we used to live years ago that was when I did assemblage work. But once we moved out here, yeah, it's just not an arty, crafty area. Oh, Denise, yeah, you're in summer there. See, we're freezing here where I am. So cold. Oh, I've got some eyelash trim. Can I squeeze that in? Oh, ooh. Okay, see, this shouldn't be in this little scrappy basket, but I will use it. Whoops. Oh, hi, Jenny. Jenny. Yeah, I'm just sewing scraps. So I did a live stream a few weeks ago just sorting out my scrap box, and then I sorted it into bags. So oh, actually I might take that out. Oh, I might use them. Oh no, see, now I've pulled more stuff out. Oh, okay, wait. Oh no, that's napkin. That shouldn't be in there. Yeah, I was just sorting out my crap box and just making some little scrap embellishments. So I'm just basically sewing it together. This one had some wallpaper and a bit of fabric. Nothing exciting, but I have been stamping on little itty bitty scraps. So, like, isn't that cute? I don't know. I love scrappy stuff like that. Okay, I'm just going to sew these and show you how they turn out. And all I did with these two, oh, okay, lucky. I didn't check the color thread in my sewing machine. I've got some white thread in my sewing machine. I just used a zigzag stitch, and I just pretty much did a V like that just to tack everything down. I don't glue and I don't pin. Okay, just let me, my sewing machine's just to the left of me here. Sorry you can't see, but I'll just quickly chat amongst yourselves. I think you all know each other. Okay. So when I sew them, I just sew one big, like by the end, I'll sew a whole bunch of stuff, whatever it is, ruffles, embellishments, tags, whatever. And I just make it one great big long chain because it's quicker, and that way you don't have to cut the thread after each of them. Okay, so that's one. Don't know if you can see. My picture's a bit bright, isn't it? Is that? Let me move that out of the way. So that's one. See, I just think they turn out so cute. And just chuck them aside for any projects. This one's cute with the little stamped butterfly. And a bit of lace. Actually, I like that one. Oh, I don't know if I held it for you to see. Wasn't even looking. Kind of weird watching my hands on camera. Oh, hello, Mary. Mary Lou. I just love your name, Auntie Loopy, because yeah, I feel I'm a bit loopy too. Oh, have you been sick, Tonya? Oh, my little scissors. Yeah, this was actually out of just a little set of scissors from Aldi. It had, I think it had like just some regular scissors like this in different sizes. A smaller one, this, one that was a bit stumpy, and this. And it was really cheap. It was like $8 or something. But this is really good for you know, when you want to snip something really close. I just love them, but my fat fingers don't fit in them. Does anyone keep these? These I think was off a calendar. Yeah, a really big calendar. And I always keep them. Don't know why, I just like the look of them. This was an envelope that I just stamped music, a music stamp on. Oh, you can't really see it. Actually, that's what I want, some music stamp. Oh, see, this shouldn't have been in my scrap box. This is like a whole big double page. Usually I'm quite good. I put stuff like that back on the shelf, but I mustn't have been that day. What else? I might use up these little butterflies. Maybe a bit of fabric. This was fabric from Darren's business shirt. He bought some new shirts and got rid of some older ones, so I've been shopping them up. Okay, so that'll be one. It's so random. Okay. Yeah, these little scissors, I thought once they get blunt, I'd like to put them on the cover of a journal, like a sewing themed journal. Oh, this is some notes. I found this whole folder of sewing patterns and notes and stuff, and there was a whole bunch of handwritten notes in there and some photocopied as well. I need some book page. Find it weird that I didn't pull out book page. Let me pull out book page. These are, in my Etsy shop, whenever I put bundles of like cards or something, I just stamp how many's in there and wrap them like a little band to wrap things up. I've been doing okay, JD. I don't know if you know, I've had eye surgery, so I've been missing in action a little. I haven't had much time for YouTube or Facebook or anything like that. I had a cornea lining transplant, which was a success, but I've also got, well, that corrected my condition. It's called Fuchs corneal dystrophy, but I also have some other unknown dystrophy that they've never seen before. So they've sent samples to America and stuff like that, but that they can't correct. They don't know what that is. So it's a bit of trial and error at this stage. So I've lost most of the vision in my right eye at this stage. It's just really, really foggy, but they're hoping that it will clear within a year. So kind of a wait and see kind of thing. Journal wise, I did just make a whole bunch of grungy mushroom journals, like a traveler's notebook size. And I popped those in my Etsy. I made 10 of them because I had a whole bunch of fabric that I wanted to get rid of. So I've made 10 of them. But I think my style is too grungy for everyone's liking. I don't know. My journals tend to sit for a while before they sell. So one of them's gone to the UK, and the rest will just sit there until they find their new little grungy home. I don't like him. I now feel like I need lace behind all of them. Okay, let me sew these couple. Sorry guys, I really I'll try and come up with a way to put my sewing machine on camera as well. I think I need to invest in a webcam because at the moment I'm still using my phone and it's sitting there on an American Express brochure holder. Like, no joke. Whoops. I dropped my bundle. I do have like kind of a U-shaped desk here, so I should be able, if I get a tripod, I should be able to set my camera at an angle so it captures the sewing machine and the working space. Okay, what are you talking about? Let me see. Oh, Denise, do you like grungy? I thought you liked pretty. I know, Gio, you're grungy. What is everyone else's style? See, I love grungy and I love dark and brown, but I am doing a pink journal. Actually, I've already pulled out the fabric to start my pink journal. I know I keep saying it. Okay, so if you've come in late, I know I keep saying I'm doing a pink journal and then I never get to it. But it's coming. I've pulled out the fabric and I've got a little box of stuff aside, with pink stuff. I like this guy. I'm really bad though. Like, I have these trays, right? I have these trays that I put things in that I want to do a little project, and I should I should show you, but my room's a mess at the moment. I really will give you a tour soon. But yeah, I have these trays where I put my journals in that I'm working on, or projects that I'm working on, and I kid you not, I have about 30 of these with half finished projects in them. So, you know, this one I don't know why I just won't finish it. I've got all the papers and some embellishments aside, and I've done the cover. I just need to line it. This journal cover, ages ago, oh, gee, it may be 5 or 6 months ago now. I put a blue patchwork journal cover in my Etsy. This one, I think I showed in an earlier video, maybe 6 months ago. But I was making two at the same time, and I finished one and I chucked the other aside. Just because, I don't know, I found it was just too neat. And this one I did try and grunge up, mess it up a little by putting something on the front with frayed edges. But the other one was way too neat. So I've got the lining fabric. You know, everything's ready to go. I just need to sit down and finish it. I don't know why I won't do it. But yeah, I have about 30 of these trays with half finished journals in them. It's so bad. I wish I wouldn't do that. I have trouble focusing. Well, I don't. I just love to make journal covers, really, and then I just don't like to fill them. For some reason. I can't wait to see my pink journal. Oh, hello, Maureen. I forgot where you're from. Are you from Australia or? Yeah, Gio, I'm an animal lover as well, but cats are my favourites. I've always had cats my whole life. But I've had every pet you can imagine. Cats, rats. I had a scorpion once. Blue-tongued lizard. I've had a yabby. You name it. Does anyone keep these negatives? I always keep them. Oh, look what I found on my desk. Remember I used to make these little stamp tags? Where did this come from? I don't know where this came out of. Yeah, I used to cut up those stamp catalogues and make these little tags. I just got sick of making them. They were quite a good seller in my Etsy, but I got so sick of making them. Okay, what was I doing? This one. No, I don't want this one. This one. Okay, I really want to use up more fabric. More scraps. I don't know what these were from. Oh, okay, these little love hearts, I will use them. I'll use those. Look at these stupid little scraps that I keep. Oh, wait, there's some flowers. I don't feel that goes. This was off a bed sheet. This old bed sheet I bought from an op shop ages ago. Been sewing ruffles with it. No, I don't think he goes. Yeah, I've been sewing ruffles with it. And along the edges just has these nice little borders, which make really nice trim. So I should use this little guy in here somewhere. Yeah, I hope you're all crafting because it's probably so boring sitting here watching me sew scraps. Actually, you're not even seeing me sew scraps. You're just watching me shuffle papers. Honestly, I can't do it once the camera's on. Like I said, I would have whipped up 20, 30 of these in this time. I think I've put too much scraps out. I find it easy if I just limit the amount of crap that I put out on my desk. Otherwise, I just shuffle through everything. Okay. No, I need something more. I want the writing to show. Tonya, you really need to do something while you're watching me because honestly, I'm a shuffler. I've put too much stuff down and I will shuffle. Okay, this is quite thick, but I'm going to use it. I don't know why I kept this. This was just some sort of packaging and I don't know, what was I doing? I was making tags or something, I think. Actually, I'm going to peel the back layer off because it's a bit thick. Oh, this has got puppy prints on it. Now I need to keep that and use it. Yeah, okay. I find like if you put too much stuff down in front of you, you just tend to shuffle. Well, I do. Sometimes what I do, I just put like a teeny little bit out in front of me and I say I'm going to make something until all of this is used up. That's actually what I did with, you know, those butterfly scrap fabric embellishments? Oh, wait. JD, somebody, what was her name? I forgot her name, but she said, she mentioned your name on Facebook today. Because, you know, I usually just do brown and grungy. And I shocked a few people and I did some blue tags. And one of the girls, I can't remember her name. Yeah, I can't remember, but she said, oh, JD, another member of this group, likes blue. And so, anyway, these were it. These are just food packaging cardboard, which I just painted. Well, not painted, I just braided some poster paints over top, stamped, and just made some little tags. I think the edge is in black, actually. The stamps I thought were too black, so I've just done a light wash over the top with some gesso. Geo, this is, I think this stencil was from you, Geo. You sent three. A little honeycomb, this, and some dots, I think, from memory. I think it was from you. Yeah, Geo, if I put like a small pile there, I just work a lot quicker. See, same butterflies all the time because I only have these these three butterflies came in a set from Aldi. Actually, Darren got those for me. My husband got those. So you see them used over and over. So this was also from my chemistry tutoring days, chemistry book I finally pulled apart. And I've also got I've got a whole bunch of painty papers that I'll be using up, hopefully. Actually, one girl in, I can't remember which group it was. It may have been the Foxy Crafters. She said not everything has to be inked with, you know, vintage colours, you know, with browns and vintage photo and that sort of stuff. And I agree. I do want to use more colour. I used to use colour, but I don't know, brown is my preference for everything. And it's kind of my go-to. Might use this little guy up. Yeah, the awesome colours are like my favourite. Is purple the most popular? I don't know. I thought blue was the most popular. I see a lot of blue stuff being made. I really want to get rid of this little golden book piece. Maybe he can peep out the edge there. I think he needs. Oh. This is an old curtain, I think. Oh, is Krista off? I must have missed it. If I missed it, bye, Krista. Isn't that cute? Okay. What else? All right. Now that I've started using this, I want to use it and finish it. Let's go. I've seen some of those use it or lose it challenges, and I keep wanting to join in, but I'm so unreliable at the moment. But even if I weren't, I don't feel that I could lose it. I feel I need to keep everything to use. Have you seen those? Use it or lose it? If you don't use it, you got to donate it or throw it away or something. And I just can't get rid of it. This. Maybe this little guy. What else? This one needs something on top. Maybe a bit of lace underneath. Oh yeah, the purple, I hardly have, actually no. I thought I didn't have a lot of purple stuff. Then I made those purple flowish journals and I found I had a bit more than I thought I had. But it's probably the colour I have least in my supplies. Strangely enough, I have a lot of pink fabric. I don't know why. I might leave that guy like that. Okay. Sewing, sewing. You should see when I sew ruffles, because I don't cut them in between. I just sew, about 100 in one hit. And the pile, they're all on a big long chain like this. And it ends up behind my sewing machine, this great big pile like this. Oh, thank you, Gio. Those covers, Gio, I did when I got out of hospital. I was just sitting on the lounge and I was so bored inside. I wasn't allowed to do anything or um, just sitting there. Oh my gosh, I was so bored. So I was just gluing book pages down to big envelopes. Okay, so there's another one. See, I think they just look so cute. You can stick them on as little embellishments anywhere or on envelopes, or maybe this guy needs a little something. What does he need? I should have stuck a little butterfly on him. No, I'll leave him. He's half a flower. Oh, Gio, I've just decided to send her a present direct. I just didn't have time. I did make a few things, Gio, but I just didn't get time to finish it and pack it and send it. Oh, look, I probably could make time, but I just always feel um, it's like Happy Mails. I have so much stuff put aside for everyone for Happy Mails, and I always actually a lot of you in this group, I always put stuff aside and I think I'll pack it and send it later, and I just want to add this and I want to add that, and then I just never end up sending it. And I keep telling myself they don't need to be great big, Happy Mails. They can just be little ones. That's okay to send one or two items. What is this? Oops. Oh my gosh, I feel like my fingers aren't working. They're so cold. This guy needs something else. What does he need? The fabric. Not that. Okay, now I'm now I'm picking other crap off my desk. No, not that. Stay on target. Kate, are you going to get on back onto YouTube? It's been a while since I've seen a video from you. Or maybe you are and I just haven't seen it. I think I'm subscribed to too many channels now and I just don't get the notifications for half of them. Because my phone, you should see on my phone, the notifications is just lined up across the top like so many YouTube videos. Okay, what am I not loving about this guy? Why am I fussing? Just do it. Just do it. See, whatever's in the layer, I just like a little piece to peep out. Okay. When I sew them, I'm just pretty much doing a V in a zigzag, just to capture everything on it. I'm sitting here today and I am sewing these until this pile is gone. Don't worry, I won't keep you all that long. You'll die of boredom. See, look, isn't this cool? This is coffee paper, coffee dyed, but look how cool it looks. And I just can't throw this crap away. I save it all the time. Oh, there's a little heart. I figure once I get my pile down to a manageable size, then maybe I'll use more of the junk as I go rather than keep it all in one big baggie. Okay. Oops, sorry guys, I haven't kept up with your chat. If I've missed anything, you can just repeat it if it's for me. I love that some of you know each other. Oh, Tonya, yeah. I just saw you mention lemonator. My sister has a lemonator that she said she doesn't want, and she asked if I wanted it. And at first I was thinking, oh, what am I going to use the lemonator for? But yeah, that's a really good idea. To put like dried flowers and stuff in there. I hope she's still got it because I think I told her, oh, I don't think I'll use it, but how cute is that little bee on there? I love the little golden book spines. I think he's too much. I've been trying to use this strip up for weeks now and it just won't go. Actually, I think I'll just pop him in there. Okay. Okay. I feel this guy needs a bit of something else. He's too dreary. Probably should have put a bit of this down the side. Don't mess with him, just leave him. It's okay. Where's the other one gone? There. Oops. Okay. Look how cute that little bee is. I love them. Now, if you don't shuffle like I do, you can actually make a lot of these in a really, really short time. I haven't done these for a couple of years now, but the last time I did them, I think I made about 100 of them in one sitting because I sew really, really fast. Actually, somebody, I won't name who it was, but there's somebody else on Etsy that sells ruffles in the US, and anyway, she sells them quite expensive, and I have ruffles in my shop quite cheap. One, because I want to get rid of fabric. I have a huge fabric pile that I want to get rid of, like heaps. I've always been a fabric lover, so I've always used fabric in my journals and crafting and stuff like that. But then I inherited my grandmother's stash, so I have so much fabric. And I've been putting ruffle packs in my Etsy shop quite cheap. Like I've got 50 in a pack or something. And one lady in the US messaged me, quite nasty actually, and quite rude, about how can I possibly have them in my shop that cheap. And I don't know. Anyway, it was a bit funny. I kind of thought it was funny, but anyway, so she said, oh, you must be using a ruffle maker. Now, I don't know what a ruffle maker is, but yeah, I do sew them by hand, but I can do them quite quick. And I thought, why does she think that they're so cheap? And anyway, so I thought maybe I should just time myself, because I must say, I don't time myself doing everything. I just charge whatever I think I should charge. And yeah, I can sew 50 ruffles in 22 minutes. So, yeah, that's probably why they're so cheap. Like, they don't take me long at all. And that was including ripping up some fabric as well. So it was kind of funny actually. Oh, this one? This one, Kate? Oh, wait, I missed what time is it, Denise? Oh, 9:40. Okay, that's not too bad. I actually thought it would be a lot later there. Now, Tonya, I saw you said something about spiders. Who's doing something with spiders? This one I just quickly sewed because I had a fair bit in it that was going to fall apart if I didn't. Okay, I need to, what can I use? Get rid of stuff, get rid of stuff. Go, 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 faster. hope you're all doing something while you're sitting there. I love the book pages with, you know, the large letters and little pictures and stuff at the front of the chapters and sentences. I think they look so cute. I don't want to cover them up though. Oh, you found a spider in an old book? Oh, do you want to see what I found in an 1800s book? Okay, let me show you something. Wait there. See, easily distracted. This is a book from the 1800s that I've been pulling apart for my vintage paper packs, and this is actually how it was when I bought it. I bought this from Reverse Garbage, and I'm glad I did, because the lady said they've had it for a while and they were going to actually toss it in the recycle bin if it didn't get purchased. Because at the moment they've got too many books and they're actually knocking back book donations. So look what I found in here. I actually left it in there. Oh no, now I'm not going to be able to find it. Here it is. Look. I don't know if you can see. It was like a little bouquet of flowers. It's got string wrapped around the stems. And this book was 1800 and I've forgotten. 1842. And I'm just wondering how old this is. Did somebody put this in the book back in the 1800s? Would it survive that long? I don't know. Or if it's something that someone put in more recently, maybe they had this book at home or something. But I don't know. I like to think it's from the 1800s, but I don't know when it's from. But I thought it was so cool to find in such an old book. And I did find in another old book these little guys. Look at this one. So cute. So maybe if I had the laminator, I could pop them in something like that. But yeah, this one, I just loved it just because the book itself is so old. Just a pity the pages are a bit boring, but I love how dirty and grungy they are. And look at this spine. It's so cool. I just love it. I've actually got a little box that I usually toss things into that I find in books, and I was going to do a little video things you find in books. I know, Gio, that book, it's so gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, I just love it. It's a pity the pages are kind of boring. They're just plain text. So you know, we all love old book pages, but that book, I found once you pull the book apart, the pages kind of look like any old run-of-the-mill book pages, if you know what I mean. Oh, wait, I started this one before and I forgot him. No, I don't want that. Now, Tonya, I don't know if you remember ages and ages ago. I did some collage tags, journaling cards or tags, with some butterflies on them, and I was using coffee dyed papers and stuff. And I think at the time you said you can't make yours look like that or something. You left a comment, you can't make yours look like that. And I think I said maybe it's the papers you're using. Maybe you don't have a big enough mix or something. This is probably going back over a year, you know. And at the time, I actually put together a little bundle of papers for you to send you. And of course, I chucked it in my Happy Mail pile and never sent it. And I just recently found them as I was moving old stuff from my old craft room down to my new craft room. So I've still got them to send you. I don't know if you remember that. Oh, you can shout at me. Shout, shout. I'm very blind, so I find it hard to keep up with the chat, sorry. But after my live streams, I always go back and read the chat because I love seeing what people say. What am I going to put on this? Okay, this little flower's been kicking around for a while. I'm going to pop him on there. Like I need something there. Does anyone else keep all this junk? Like, honestly, stupid little scraps like this? Please someone tell me. Oh, Denise, I haven't found a letter in a book yet, but I really, really want to. I did find a postcard, actually. Oh, do you want to see it? See, here I go. Sidetracked again. I should just call this show and tell video or something. Where is it? Can't remember. It's in one of these. Look at this. I found this little Collins Australian diary. This one is 1957. Look how cute it is. The pages are all yellowed. Just have this little bit of scribble in there. Look at the beautiful script writing. But I've not found a full letter, but I did find this postcard in it. Someone's phone number. Should give him a call. Peter. But look at this. With fondest birthday wishes to my dear cousin. And it's 1929. 24th of July, 1929. To dear cousin. Oh, looks like boy. Dear cousin boy? That doesn't sound right, does it? For his 5th birthday. Wishing you many happy returns of the day. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. Bobby and Betty. The card itself isn't that cute. It's got 3 little puppies, but the front isn't that cute. It's embossed around the side. It's got a tear in it, but I love the back. Anyway, so that was in this little diary, April 1957, which is super cute. I love finding things like this. Oh, this was the other book I got. These I actually found in a secondhand store somewhere down near the Blue Mountains from memory. This is an old stamp catalogue. And I just love these. I always pick these up. But this one I need to check with my dad if he has it first, because he's a long-time stamp collector. So when I find these, I have to check if he has it or not. And if he does, if he doesn't have it, I give it to him. If he has it already, then I'll keep it. Yeah, we went for a drive down the Blue Mountains some time ago and found a little second-hand store with a whole bunch of old books and stuff. And I picked up a few there. Really cute. I love the little Collins diary. Oops. Now, I think I might put some of this in. This is that, you know, onion bags and bags that the fruit and stuff come in. Let's see if I can get rid of some of this. Oh, Pamela. Hello, Pamela. I've missed you. Have you been posting videos? I don't know if it's just me not getting notifications or if you haven't been posting any videos, but I must go have a peep at your channel. I hope everyone's subscribed to Pamela. That's Gypsy Girl Crafts Pamela. She makes the cutest stuff. Now, Pamela, the other week I sorted out my crap box. You probably remember my crap box from a couple of years ago. I sorted it, but then I ended up with crap bags, which I don't like. I want to go back to the box so I can rummage. So I want to get it down to a manageable level. And all I've been doing is just piling scraps together and sewing them together. I've just been doing a zigzag stitch just in a V shape to tack everything down. And little scraps of fabric and lace. Some of the little teeny tiny papers, sometimes I go through like this and just stamp a whole bunch just to use whenever, like now. It's a bit of wallpaper, some of the negative die cuts, some lace. That's all I'm doing, but I'm being really slow for some reason. I keep getting distracted. Anyway, see, I had one in my hand and I've forgotten. So what have you been up to, Pamela? I feel like I've missed you, like I haven't seen you in ages. Yeah, Tonya, how cool is that stamp catalogue? I love them, but I don't feel like I could pull that apart. It's just old and gorgeous. I love it. Oh, wallpaper. I'll use that in there. This is coffee dyed atlas, you know, in an atlas, how it's got the pages with all the places and stuff like that. That's all that is. Okay, if you don't follow Pamela's channel, you have to. She finds the best stuff because she works at a deceased estate company. And Pamela, I'm glad I don't have that job because honestly, I would be bringing so much stuff home. It would be ridiculous. What can I put on top of this red one? I kind of like this one. Oh, I've got these little guys. See all the crap I have laying around my desk? These are some little fabric. Oh, I've got them upside down. See how blind I am? This was just on the edge of fabric that I was pulling apart the other day. Okay, I might sew that little guy there. Okay, let me sew him down. Pamela, I think you might very well have the best job ever for a junk journaler. Oh, you just found some stamp catalogue. Oh, wait, I missed your message, Denise. I saw something interesting there. Hold on. Found a letter. Oh, man was apologising to his wife after a fight. See, but don't you want to know the rest of the story now, Denise? Pamela, seriously, that would be the worst ever job for a junk journaler. I remember everyone saying on one of your videos, "Oh, you have the best job." I'm like, "No way, not for a junk journaler," because I can imagine all the old linens and doilies and fabric and okay, this one was a bag from the fruit bags. I think it had oranges in it or something. I was making some handmade flowers the other day and I use it in that. I think that one's cute. I like him. I'm going to make another one like him. Okay. Let me copy him. What did I put on him? Do you think I could actually sit here and sew and sew and sew until this pile is gone? Do you think that's possible? Okay. Oh, did JD go? I must have missed her. I didn't say goodbye. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I thought you must have left and I missed you and I didn't get to say goodbye. Sorry. What are you working on? I bet you're making 20 journals at once, are you? I used to always mass produce journals. Before I had my Etsy shop and my YouTube channel, I used to have a real job, and before I became a full-time bludger, and there was a girl who was a part of a church group, and they used to have on the first Sunday of every first, I think it was the first Sunday of every month or something. Um, they had a little like a church fete, and I used to make journals and give them to her. Oh, I'll use that. I used to make journals and give them to her, and I used to also make little, like pencil cases out of things like chip packets and M&M packets and that, and I would cover them in clear PVC from blanket bags and line them and put a zipper in. Just little novelty pencil cases. I used to make pencil cases and journals and donate them to the church group just for them. They were raising money for like missionary work and stuff. And because it was like every month, I used to mass make journals back then. And I do like 20 in one hit. Mostly little golden book journals and just with coloured dyed pages and stuff, not really coffee dyed papers. I don't think normal people kind of get all of that. But yeah, I used to mass make journals then. But since then, well, I left that job and I kind of lost contact with the girl over the years. She moved back to China to look after her sick mum. And since then, I've only been doing, one or two journals at a time until I did my mushroom journals. I did 10. And I was like, I don't know how I used to mass, do so many in one hit because I found it really hard. you going with your sewing machine, JD? I remember when you bought your sewing machine. Are you using it? And oh, Krista, sorry, I noticed when you were gone too late to say goodbye, but welcome back. You'll like this one, Krista. Look, this is the plastic from the fruit bags. I know you use that as well. I actually have a whole big tub of these things. I save them all the time. I really hate that they sell fruit in those. Actually, I think this ribbon with the gold is a bit ugly, and I think I sewed it backwards. I did. I'm too blind. That's okay. Whenever I do something backwards or wonky, I always say, that's okay. It's a junk journal. That's my line for everything now. Okay, I will put that bit in the bin. Oh, you did ruffles. How did it go? I remember when I did my how to make ruffle video, you said, oh, it's too scary or something, or too stop start. But yeah, I don't actually do it stop start. I remember that video, I had a tripod between my legs and my arms were trying to reach out like little T-Rex arms to the sewing machine. Oh no, Krista. Do you fold over or under? I just go like, here, can I use this? I just pretty much put my fabric on the machine and I just go, I don't know if you call that over or under, but I just go like that. And just hand do it like that. Just really, really quick. I don't even take my foot off the pedal when I do it myself. I just... I've heard some people say they use a fork or something, but I don't know how you'd use a fork. Oh, Emma! Hello, Emma! Did I wake you up earlier? I hope not. Emma's in Slovenia and I message her on Skype all the time. And I feel like I'm waking you up all the time, Emma. I'm Emma's stalker. I love her work, so I stalk her all the time. I'm sewing the little scraps together, Emma. You know how I said the other day? I think when I had you on the phone on Skype, I did that one and this one. So these were the two I did on Skype, Emma. You know when I said I was going to go live and sew scraps, but then I didn't make it back into my room that night. I fell asleep in front of the TV watching a movie. So these are the little guys I've done since. Actually, this is probably the worst time to go live, isn't it? Because America, it's late, and in Australia, it's the weekend, and everyone's probably out shopping. But that's okay. I like this guy. Last time I did these a couple of years ago, I did about seriously 100 or more in one sitting, and had them in a tub. And wait till you see how delicious they all look like, just piled in together. What do I need? Another little butterfly. Yeah, all your stupid little paper scraps that you are tempted to throw away, you know, like little itty bitty pieces, just stamp them because you can use them for so many things. Do you want a little piece of fabric on this one? Ooh, this pink guy. Oh, this pink fabric was from a pink t-shirt from work. Oh, um, I was the finance manager in my last job, and at work, we always had to do these team building days. Anyone who works in a big corporate office knows what I mean. Always with the team building days. And they used to give us these t-shirts with these really cheesy, well, they would give the managers that led the team building days, they'd give all the managers these t-shirts to wear with these really cheesy sayings. And one year it was a pink t-shirt. And of course they always do them a size too small. So you're conscious about your boobies showing. Anyway, they did them a size too small, of course, and they have these really cheesy sayings on them. And I always complained, do we have to wear that? Like, seriously. It was so embarrassing. So I had this whole big pile of t-shirts that had built up over the years. I used to just chuck them in a corner of my wardrobe and leave them. You'd only wear them once, basically. And they had really horrible sayings on them, like motivational, cheesy. Oh, I hated them. Anyway, so I finally chopped all of those up a few months ago with great pleasure. Have you picked lavender to put on lamb instead of rosemary? Oh, Emma, this is the butterfly stamp that I've got the spare one put aside for you when I send you a happy mail in 5 years' time. Yeah, I bought, well, Darren bought that stamp set at Aldi, and then someone sent me one in a happy mail, and I asked her if she minded if I gave it away because I already had one, and she said no, go for it. So she bought a couple, I think. And a piece of fabric under that. Oh, I love this fabric. This was fabric from my grandmother. I've only got a little bit left. But look, it's so pretty. I love it so much. I'm going to leave that one just like that. Emma, you didn't see before, so I'm going to re-show it because I know you would like this. So sorry everyone who already saw, but you know how every day you ask me what am I up to and I say I'm just gluing down paper? look, look how many I did. These are the big cereal boxes. And look, so that's the cereal box opened up. One, two. See, a lot of the scraps that are on my desk now are left over from this collage, you can see. 2, 3, 4. Oh, and this one I had already done with the black and white pictures. So I've got 5 ready to chop up to make tags. And there's another half finished one on my kitchen table. Keeps me busy when I'm inside just babysitting. You don't get stamps at your Audi, Emma. They often have little crafty stuff, but not a lot. Like I got oops, I don't want to knock my camera over. I did get this gesso from Audi, and I don't mind it actually. It was really cheap and it's quite good. And there was also a texture paste that I got, but I think it needs a bit more in there. I usually put like crushed sandstone in there because I don't find it's rough and bumpy enough. And they also had some crackle paste, and the crackle paste is really good as well. Actually, it's not paste, it's a clear liquid in a little bottle. But it was really good as well. It works really, really good. But I found it works better on the house paint than it does on like regular acrylics and stuff. You hated them too. Wait, Pamela, what did you hate? I forgot what I was talking about then. Oh, JD, do you mean the cereal boxes gluing down the collages? I've got some little of the Tim Holtz people that actually Pamela Gypsy Girl you sent me ages and ages ago that I have been hoarding for ages. That I was going to make some tags using those little Tim Holtz people on those, you know, some vintagey style ones that I was going to use with those collages. Oh, hi, Shelley. Where are you from, Shelley? I think I've seen your name around. Maybe on Facebook. Hey, Chrissy. Hello, Chrissy's here as well. Okay, those of you here from the beginning, sorry I keep showing the same stuff, but for the people that just came in, I did a video sorting my crap box a few weeks ago, and I sorted it into bags. Now I have scrap bags instead of scrap box. And it's not working for me. I can't rummage around, and I feel like whenever I've got scraps, I'm too lazy to unzip it and put it in, and I've been throwing it in my box again. So I've just been sewing together little scraps of fabric, papers, whatever whatever junk is around on my desk and my scrap box. Just making little embellishments because I think they just look super cute. This guy, I think he needs something. This one's fruit bag, you know, like oranges and onions come in. So I know a lot of people throw away little itty bitty scraps, but don't throw them away because look, you can just stamp on it. Make something super cute. Okay, I've got two here that I'm going to quickly sew. And sorry, ladies, that you can't see my machine. I will try and sort my camera issue out. I keep saying it, but I have not been doing it. Just so that you can see the sewing as well. Now Normally I would sew these with black or dark brown thread, but I had white in the machine still from sewing ruffles, so I've just left it in there. But I'm just sewing a V, just a V to tack everything down. See, I think they're like so cute. I love them. I love this one. I love that fabric so much. So what have you been up to, Chrissy? Oh, the shirts. Okay, I know. Pamela, those shirts, I know. They're the worst. I really hated wearing them. Oh, say hello to Mama Bear, Chrissy. Where has she been? I've missed her because I haven't been on Facebook a lot. I went on today and tried to do a bit of a catch up. I'm still a Facebook dum-dum though. I'm not a fan of Facebook. I just think people put too much stuff out there on Facebook. And they complain too much on Facebook. It's like a place to vent. And I know it sounds terrible, but I kind of don't want to read about other people's complaints. I just think there's too much sad stuff in the world. I'd like to just live in my little happy bubble. Oops. Let me get rid of this. Oop, red lace. I'll put that on. No. Might leave that guy like that. This is my thing with Happy Mail, Pamela. I'm really bad at using it because it kind of feels special to me because somebody took the time to send it to me. And so, oops, I started. So I actually have all of my Happy Mail still in the original envelopes that they came in. I know that sounds really bad. And I don't want to use it because someone's Happy Mail's lined up in alphabetical order on a shelf. And I have slowly been going through it and picking stuff out to use. And yours, I did use your papers actually, Pamela, your gorgeous papers that you did. You know, the ones that you did some coffee dyed papers and you put them on, I don't know, it looks like an ironing board or something. And that was the pattern. Really, really gorgeous papers. So I did use those, but I have been trying to go through my Happy Mails and use up stuff in there. Like I said, I had, this was from, I'm sure it was Krista's papers that she sent. It's got cleaning there, so I'm sure it's hers. But yeah, I'm terrible at using Happy Mails. I don't know, it's that sentimental thing in me. I know it's so stupid. It kind of annoys me that I keep them because you send them with the intention that they will get used. Okay, I like that little guy. He looks cute. Yeah, these guys, if you came in after I said it, these are the strips of coffee dyed papers. You know, when you trim down your pages when you make journals. I found a thin stamp that I've been stamping on. Now I have another use for them. I wish I didn't find that stamp, honestly, because now that's just even more papers I'm going to use. Yeah, so the Tim Holtz papers, Pamela, the Tim Holtz little paper dolls, those will be used on those collaged cereal boxes. Hilly, hello Hilly. What are you up to, Hilly, today? Is it cold enough for you? I know you love the cold. I can picture you all rugged up in your Uggies. So busy. Are you, does that mean you're bludging? Oh, look, isn't that guy cute? I love this guy. Wait, that makes me want to sew him together straight away. Whoops, I dropped one. Oops, forgot one. One more. You're bludging. Yeah, Pamela, I thought they would the collage papers there's nothing bright in there, so I thought ink them up a bit and they'll look vintagey. See, isn't that cute? Little scraps that people would normally throw away. I love it. And that one. This guy's kind of cute. I love that little stamp. Okay, well, ladies, I should probably let you go. And I'm going to keep sewing until this whole thing on my desk is gone. Do you believe that? I will. It's gotta go. And how am I going to get rid of this? This big bag of crap. I have been collaging, I've been making tags, little cluster thingies. I'm making these. I need more projects to use scraps. I don't want to bore you though. I've been sewing for ages. Oh yeah, I always forget that yeah, only Aussies use bludging. Oh, I don't have to go. I'm just I'm just sitting here. I've got nothing else to do. I've actually got the day off babysitting duties. But I feel like I'm going to be boring you guys to death sewing my scraps that you can't even see me sew on the machine. The only thing I do need to do is get online and order a few things. I have a 40% off coupon for Spotlight. So I was thinking of maybe getting a die cut machine. But I still feel like I wouldn't use it. So I don't know. Oh, did Gio go? I missed her. Bye, Gio. Oh, I can stay. I've got all day. I've got all day, but poor you guys seeing me. So crap. Actually, wait, I've got to show you something else. This is like show and tell hour. You know, I had some vintage, well, they're all vintage, aren't they? Film slides before, but they were plastic ones. But look what I found. I found a whole bunch of film slides at Reverse Garbage. And they're in those plastic. Remember these? Actually, I'll show you the different box. Those things, we used to have them at school. They put slides on the big screen. They pull the overhead projector down and slide. So I saw these at Reverse Garbage, and a few weeks ago it was the first time I had been out in ages. And I at first I thought it was just the wheel, and I opened them and had a look, but they're all full of slides. And I bought I don't know, a ridiculous amount of them. There's like 6 or 7. Let me sit down. Yes, I want to get the box, the machine, Emma, but I just don't know if I'll use it. But if I don't get it, I'll regret it because I have a 40% off voucher at Spotlight that I need to use. Anyway, look at the box. It's so beaten up. So all of the slides, I've got 6 or 7 boxes of these. All of the slides are the old cardboard ones, except this box, it had half plastic in them. But I much prefer the cardboard ones. But look, aren't they cute? And a lot of them are the ones with all yellow Kodak around them. So I found heaps of those. I love the cardboard ones. I know a lot of people like the plastic ones better because you can pop them open and you get kind of 2 frames out of one. But I don't know, the cardboard ones just feel older to me. And they're kind of more nostalgic than the plastic ones, which is why I love them. Anyway, so I found a bunch of those. But the one I really, really love, oh my gosh, it's on the bottom of the pile. The one I really love is this box. Oh, hello, Karina. How are you? Cookie Monster? I bet it's nice and cold down in Tasmania. Hi, Eunice. Oops, did I just poke my big head on screen? Anyway, I found this box as well. Look, it's a gorgeous box. Years ago, I would have gutted this to make 2 assemblage pieces because I used to always look for little wooden boxes. And this would be 2 frames. But anyway, these, I forgot. Oh, they're Japan. It actually says Japan on the box. See the slides? I don't know if you can see. But They've got Japanese writing on them, some English down the bottom. And of course I put them out of order. But there's a little piece of paper in each section in Japanese and then English on the reverse, just saying what they're about. I just love them. I just think it's so cool. And the smell of these reminds me, my dad was a photographer and graphic artist, and he had his own darkroom, a huge darkroom with all the equipment. And as a kid, I used to go in there and develop films and everything with him. And the smell of this just reminds me of the smell of the darkroom. But I just love it. It's so cool. Oh, and on the inside box, it's got all the slides numbered and what they are, which I just thought was so very cool. And I kind of don't want to pull it apart. I just think it's so cool as it is. But what would I do with it? It would just sit here. Like everything I buy for my Etsy shop ends up sitting here because I never want to break the collection, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that was my find. I love it. Anyway, I've had those for a few weeks just sitting there. I need to put them into my Etsy, but I've been so slack with my Etsy lately. The only thing I am reliable at is actually packing orders and sending them on time. Everything else I'm unreliable at this stage. Oh, Geo, there you are. Sorry, I thought you left and I missed you. But yeah, how cool is that wooden box? I just love it. Oh, Hilly, but your slides are ones that like you took, aren't they? Like they've probably got sentimental value. This is junk mail that I was punching stuff out of. I don't know. Why am I keeping it? Yeah, I developed many films. And because my dad was a screen printer and graphic artist, so back then, this is before computers. So I should show you, but it's still in my old craft room. Back then, they used to have a thing called Letraset, and I might do another video and show you, but it's kind of like what we call now rub-ons. You know those sheets, kind of like a transparent sheet with something on it, and you rub it with a pen, and you know, I don't know if you know, they're called rub-ons. But anyway, before rub-ons, Letraset was used, and so when they did the typesetting, they would sit there, the graphic artists, because there were no computers to print it on, and they would letter by letter use Letraset to make up cards and stickers and everything like that, and signs and banners. Then they would photograph it, make it negative and positive, then make a stencil to put on the screen and screen print it. And that was before the screen printing's gone by. It's all done by machines now, but that's back then it was done manually. This is not too long ago as well. So yeah, I used to go in the and my dad was a photographer, so I would go in his dark room with him and develop films and all that sort of stuff. He had the tanks. He's actually still got all of his darkroom equipment. He's retired now, but he did keep all his darkroom equipment. And it's just in the garage now at my grandmother's. He was talking about, you know, building another darkroom, but now he is in poor health and he's getting on a bit, and that'll probably never happen. A bit of fabric. Fabric. Hilly, with your slides, do you actually have something to view them on? See, my dad, he doesn't have like a slide projector thing, but he does have a light box. So it's like a big table that you turn on the light. It's got a glass top, and the lights are built into it. And so you can put films and negatives and slides and stuff just on it, and you can see what, you know, what's on them, which is pretty cool. Why am I shuffling? Bye, Gio. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, you do? Do you ever pull them out, Hilly, and have a look at them? Like a little stroll down memory lane? I love pulling out the old photographs and stuff. Do you see what I mean about the stuff that I keep in my crap box? Like, this is one that I had down when I was stamping stuff. And it's a little bit ugly, but I've kept it. And I'm going to use it. I just don't like the straight edges for some reason. They annoy me. Oh, but this one is a bit too ugly, isn't he? What can I hide it with? Oh, this little flower. I wonder what I was doing then. I don't remember stamping this little flower. In fact, that's a pretty cute stamp. I should use that more often. Oh, that would be cool to look at old slides and might just leave this guy as is. Oh my gosh. This fabric has been kicking around since I did ages ago. I don't know if you remember Raggedy Pages. And it's still kicking about. I just can't get rid of it. Sorry, Maureen, I think I don't know if I asked before and I might have missed it, but where were you from? Are you in the US or are you in Australia? Whoops. your wedding photos are on slides, Pamela. Or Pam. I always call you Pamela, don't I? Pam. Oh my gosh. 49 years next Wednesday. Wow. See, aren't they cute? I know I say everything's cute, but I just love scrappy things like this. And sometimes I wonder why people spend hours and hours making one little tag or embellishment, because this is all I like to do, sew scraps together. Oh, and if you've got a channel, share it. I know there's not many people here, but yeah, share your channel, because I know now for some reason, I don't know why YouTube made that, but now when you click in a live chat on someone's little icon, it doesn't even take you to their channel anymore. All it's got is like report or something, report user or hide user or something. I don't know why they did that, because whenever I was in a live stream, I used to love clicking and seeing everyone's channel. Tonya, I've got a gap. I remember when I was sorting my crap box the other week, when I could finally see the bottom, I was like quite excited. But I feel like I would need to sew all night. Do you know, I reckon I could clear this if I wasn't filming. Because when I film, I don't know, I can't make anything when I film. I don't know why. Like, I've seen ladies making journals and that, but the minute I turn the camera on, I just muck around. Look, this was coffee dyed map pages that I did ages ago. It rained for weeks, and I remember I decided to put them in the oven and I burnt them. This is like probably 2 years ago, and I'm still using them up. Yeah, see, I can't cook. I can't even bake papers to dry them. That's pretty sad, hey? Where's my fabric scissors? See, and then I have a little scrap like this that I then rip into more little scraps. So it just never ends. Oh, this guy, I kind of like him just like that. I might leave him. I've got to put more in my layers. More. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Pamela. Yes, go to bed. I know you've been busy. And thanks for stopping by. I have to stop by your channel and see what you've been up to. This is so ugly. Let me hide it. See if it's ugly. Why don't I just pop it in the recycle bin? I'm going to put that little guy. Oh man, this music page should not have been in my scrapbox. So old and I don't want the music bit showing. I feel like he needs some lace. Good night, Pamela. Sweet dreams. You're going to hear my annoying voice in your dreams tonight. And dream about scraps. So who has a channel that's here? Let me see. Okay, Karina, you have a channel, but you haven't posted a video in a while. I'm going to have to get back on Facebook and nudge. JD, you have a channel. Hilly has a channel. Pamela, Both Pamela's. How big do I make the pieces? Do you mean, Tonya, do you mean the collages that, the cereal box ones that I glued down? Oh, Krista, all got channels. Share your links, ladies. Although most of you are probably subscribed to each other already, aren't you? But yeah, feel free to stick your links in there. Let me show you. Hold on, Tonya. I'll just sew these two. Yeah, share your links because, you know, I've found a lot of great channels in live streams. Like I found little starving Emma. Emma, are you still here? I found Emma in a live stream and now I stalk her every day. Because Emma's a big recycler. So Krista, you would love Emma's channel because she recycles everything. And we've been showing each other some of our crafting supplies because we talk on Skype. And I thought I was the only crazy person that kept half of the junk that I do, but Emma does as well. So I'm happy that I found another junky person. Because I mean, I know a lot of crafters keep junk, but some of the stuff I keep, I used to think I was the only one until I found Emma. Okay, so those are those two little guys. I actually like the negative of the punch outs. Okay, let me see, Tonya. Okay, Tonya, when you say what size, it depends what I'm doing. So when I made these little collage swing tags, these tags, there's a video on my channel, but I use itty bitty little teeny tiny pieces on these. But I use food packaging cardboard, but I glue down itty bitty tiny teeny pieces because that's mostly the type of collaging I like to do, teeny tiny pieces. But because I want to use up a lot of book pages and I've got way too many books, these collage sheets, I was actually using bigger pieces than I normally would. So like here, I used a whole dictionary page. But what size? I don't know. It kind of varies. Like this is 6.5 by about 5 centimeters. Yeah, they're kind of just all different size. I don't really have a size. I just rip and glue it down. Like some are little teeny tiny pieces, just to break up a larger piece. So there's a tiny little piece of handwriting there. And that was just to cover, you know, there were 3 pages intersecting at the one spot that I didn't like the look of. So I'll put a little tiny patch over it. Same with here. 3 pages met. So I just covered it up. But yeah, I just use all different. These ones I made a lot bigger because I'm actually going to put something on top of it. But mostly I like to collage with the teeny tiny pieces, which takes forever. I just like the look of teeny tiny random bits glued down. Oh, I don't think Tonya has a channel, Shelley, yet. Tonya, yet. Oh, do you have a crap box as well, JD? Yeah, but I bet your scraps are a lot prettier than mine. Like this is a coffee dyed. This was an engineering book. Okay, I really want to get rid of this junk mail piece out of here. See, why can't I put this in the bin? Just because I've punched little hearts out of it that I can't even remember what I punched hearts out for. But I can't even put it in the bin. Actually, that one I ruined. And I don't like that little white piece. Yeah, but Tonya, just rip and glue when you want a collage. I actually like the random collages. I don't like when they're too placed. I know a lot of people really focus on placement, especially now that they're doing what they call masterboards, which I don't know, to me is just a collage like that has been around forever. I don't know where masterboarders come from, but maybe because they're scanning them, I suppose. But I like when they look really, really random, the collages. But I think that's just my style. Most people probably like them placed, do they? I don't know. But yeah, I love them really random. I like this guy. Get in there. See, it actually, like, it's impossible to use up fabric scraps. It really is. I'm, I'm certain of it. I don't think I can ever use up all my fabric scraps, can I? There's no way. Like, do you know how many projects I've done with scrap fabric? I cannot use it up. They just won't go away. I've made snippet rolls, scrap fabric swatches, um, ruffles, fabric covered notebooks and journals. I just cannot use up all these scraps. See, I like him. He's cute. Okay, so this handwritten note shouldn't be in here. Rugby top. This was out of that sewing book. Someone's making something, sewing something. I think I'm going to chuck that aside for my collage box. Oh gosh, there's no room. Oh man, book pages, so many. Look how yummy and yellow this one is. Your scraps are organised. Well, mine used to be, but they just got like too out of control. I just can't keep them organised. Like I have these little scrap things everywhere. Look at this, right? This was one that was just sitting on my desk that I started filling up. It was an empty basket. It wasn't actually for scraps, but I started using it. I use tissue boxes all the time. These were from ages ago when I ripped apart some like Victoria stripe fabric. Sitting there to be used up. These are longer strips from ripping up sheets and clothing and stuff, but they're longer strips, and I use these for wrapping orders, you know, like you'd wrap string around an order. But honestly, there's too much. It's out of control. Another basket. Tub. This tub is the teeny, weeny little tiny scraps. Crazy. And that's not all of them. Like, I've got bags like this. Oh my God. I cannot see the bags. They used to be sorted by colour. Well, they still are, but then I made one general bag that I was chucking in because I got sick of sorting them as I go. But yeah, I really can't get my scraps under control. I know, really. I can't get rid of my scraps. That's why you see most of my projects are scrap projects, because I really want to get rid of them, but I just can't. They just won't go away. Although if I didn't have any scraps, I don't know what I would make because everything I make is out of scraps. I don't know if I actually make anything that isn't like scrappy like this. Do I? Probably not. Okay. This annoys me when I keep little bits of envelope. Actually, I've got metallic paint on this that I don't know what I was doing, but little pieces of envelope. And I feel like once it's in my crap box, I just really can't put it in the recycle bin. I don't know why. I feel like once it's in my crap box, I really have to use it. And then I make smaller and smaller scraps. It's a bad addiction. Okay, I keep looking at this little square of fabric, but it's kind of a nice square, isn't it? Maybe I'll keep that for some little fabric flips. Get over there. These little hearts I definitely want to get rid of. Where's some blue fabric to pop it on top of? This. This little guy. No. He needs something else. What does he need? One of these. I'm determined to use up these strips. Oh my gosh, why? Okay. I think I need to sew this one. I feel like I can't hold that one till later because it'll fall apart when I put it down and pick it up. See, isn't he cute? Actually, that's a bit. I kind of like that little bit. Let me tack him down. Actually, I'll tack him down when I sew the next one. Yeah, these little hearts, they've been kicking around for a while. I need to use those. Oh, she's really good, isn't she, Emma? I love Healy's piano playing. Did you listen to the Jurassic Park one? and the Sia one. Those were my favorites. Krista, do you have a scrap box? Can you show me next time if you do on your channel? I don't know why, but I really like seeing people's messy desks. Like, if you send me a photo of your desk, no joke, I will like zoom in and I will look at every little thing on your desk. I love the Jurassic Park one, Hilly. I love it. Do you know, I still go back and I play it. So you'll end up with like 2,000 views on that video because I keep going back to listen to it. And then I share it with everyone I know, all 5 people that I know. I love math books. I love maths. Is anyone a math nerd? Math and science nerd here? Is it just me? Oh, peach lace. Okay. I really hate this peach lace. I've got like this whole card of it. And for some reason, I just really hate it. I think it's so ugly. Wait, what's the eyeballs, Emma? Oh, is that a hint that it's time to do my eyeballs? Because it is time. 2,000 views. Really, you know, for some reason, I can't imagine your desk being a mess. I just feel like you would be so neat and so tidy. And Krista, I have a feeling you're little Miss Neat and Tidy too. Man, I should give you a tour of my craft room. Not many people have seen my craft room at the moment. It's the biggest mess. Oh my gosh. My fabric in my old room, my fabric used to be, I had a double wardrobe, a built-in wardrobe in my old craft room. And somehow it fit. In my new craft room, I have more space and more shelves, but now it doesn't fit. And so I have filled the shelf and um, there's piles of it sitting in front of the shelf in boxes and on the floor. And I'm like, oh, I must get rid of this fabric. I have too much. Hilly, what was the Sia song that you did recently? That one was really beautiful. I loved it. That one I go back to listen to as well. Isn't he cute? Now I like the ugly peach lace. Oops. Did I forget to sew this guy? Oh no, he's sewn. Also want to use up this purple piece. This has been kicking around way too long. Oh yeah, Emma, I seriously like in the junk journal down under Facebook group once, um, someone started a post to post a picture of your desk. And so everyone was posting photos of their desk or their craft room and I was in heaven. I was like zooming in and snooping on everyone's desk and I love seeing their mess. Love seeing their mess. I really like handwriting in collages and little scrappy stuff. I think the handwriting always looks so nice. What am I looking for? It's a pity you can't post a picture in the live chat because now I want to see what you're making, JD. I bet they're blue and lacy. What was I doing? This part. I tidy up afterwards, Hilly, but my idea of tidying my craft room desk is I just end up shoving everything into my crap box, which is why it's so full. I keep saying that I'm not going to do that anymore. I'll do a proper clean. But then I just think, oh, I'll just pop that there for now. I'll use that later or I'll do that later. I feel like I'm running out of little things to stick on top. I need some pretties. Do I have any pretties? What else is on my desk? Pretties. Oh, what's that? Okay. Oh no. See, these were left over from my mushroom journals. Ooh, okay, I should probably use those as well. See, honestly, I could dig forever. There's stuff everywhere. Okay, what's here? Oh, this ends up being my little chuck it all there. And oh, I do have these little flowers I've been wanting to use up. Oh no, that's not them. Oh, I know. But wait, I don't want to introduce new stuff. Oh, I just wrecked my thing. Oh, I've got some little itty bitty doilies. You know when you cut up doilies, the little centers? Kind of want to throw those in. Oh, fabric scissors. I hate when I pick up my fabric scissors by mistake. Okay, I don't know what to put on this guy. I'm running out of little pretties to put on top. They're all going to have butterflies in the end. Okay, here you can go. Yeah, I think I need to see all of you post a picture of your crap boxes or your desk on my Facebook so I can have a peek. He's kind of cute. Hi, Stella. Hello, hello. Stella, you made me laugh on Facebook today when I said about my sewing machine. Okay, Stella is a real sewer, not a not a fake sewer like me. Stella's a proper sewer, and yeah, someone asked me a question on Facebook about what was it? I can't even remember. Something about if I use a if I have two sewing machines, a good one for sewing and then a cheaper one for sewing papers and all that. And I said I used to have a an expensive sewing machine, but it died after 2 years. And now I just have an $80. It's a little Elna 2000 from Spotlight, little cheapo $80 one. And I use it to sew everything from fabric to egg cartons to aluminium cans, you name it. And while the expensive one died after um, 2 years, my little cheapo one has been going strong for about 5 years now. And anyway, Stella, Stella, what did you say? You said something that made me laugh. Like, what on earth were you sewing on it, or what did you do to kill it? Anyway, it did die, but Stella said I killed it. It killed it. It didn't die. I killed it. Now I did try to revive him. I did pull him apart, and I tried to attempt surgery, open machine surgery. But yeah, there were little parts that little organs that wouldn't fit back in, which actually I did to my recent machine as well. I was cleaning it out, and when I opened it up, there's a little metal doomocker that won't go back in. Oh, I don't know where it goes. It's still working without it though. But anyway, my old machine, yeah, I tried to save his life, but I didn't know where the little bits went back in. And anyway, so his pieces went into an assemblage piece back then, way back then. Yeah, Emma, the old sewing machine, I ended up I pretty much used all of it except the metal casing. But I did use all the guts, the little metal bits, and there were a few bigger pieces which I didn't. Where's that little tag that I wanted to use? Here. I want to stick this little guy in somewhere. So I like these. These are off those gardening books, when you rip off those gardening books with the little cards in there. They're all coloured. Oh my gosh, I'm so unco, I can't get it in this position I want. Okay, if you make these, don't muck around like me. I don't usually try and position stuff. I just throw it together. It's just that camera running. I don't know. I don't know how people make whole journals and sew signatures and stuff on camera, because I just can't do it. I muck about too much. Whoops. Okay, look, he's a bit cute. That little tag has been floating around. It keeps popping up, but I don't know where it goes. It just keeps popping up every now and then. Then I chuck it aside and it's back. Okay, so what's everyone doing? Let me scroll back. What are you doing? Yeah, Krista, the Elnas are awesome. They're like really cheap and they're basic models. This one is Elna 2000. It doesn't have a lot of stitches at all. Not that I need them. I only use straight and zigzag anyway, but you can use, I've sewn aluminium cans, everything. Crazy, you're in the bath. I don't like baths because I don't know, I feel like you're just sitting in dirty water. I really, really hate baths. When we were young kids, we used to have to take a bath at my grandmother's, and I hated it, even as a young kid. I don't know. And I hate, like, I don't like warm water. It just feels dirty. Nat! Hello, Nat! You're here. I was going to message you, but I thought I had your mobile number, but I didn't. Anyway, Nat, you know, when I sorted my crap box the other week, I ended up with crap bags. And yeah, I can't use them. I can't rummage about. Ooh, there's some pink paper that I might put in. Yeah, I can't rummage about like I could with my crap box. So I'm just trying to use up enough out of it so I can go back to having a crap box. What is this doiling here? This was one that was torn. Okay, don't pull more out yet. Oh my gosh, use what I've got. Yeah, so I'm trying to use up enough so I can go back to having a manageable crap box. Oh, you sorted it into bags as well, Nat. I can't work out of the bag. And then, you know, when I clean up afterwards, I feel I'm too lazy to chuck it in the bag. I just like a box that I can just tip it all in. Chrissy, I just saw your comment. Hey, who wees in the bath? I never weed in the bath, even as a kid. I'm a bit of a, I know it doesn't look like it because of my craft room. I'm a bit of an OCD clean freak. Actually, if James or Paul, my friends, were here, they would tell you they've seen my house. Yeah, I'm a bit of an OCD clean freak. Except my craft room, it's like two different people live in the house to the craft room. One is clean and one's like a hoarder lives there. Yeah, so Nat, I've just been sewing the little scraps of fabric and I've got some like onion bag and just crap off my desk and crap box and making these little guys. So negatives from, you know, punching. Some I might ink the edges, you know, like this music paper. I think I should have inked that. I just think they're so cute. I love them. And I've stamped onto some of the little teeny scraps because I feel once I stamp the scraps, I'm more likely to use it than if it's just little scraps sitting there. In fact, what I should probably do before I put scraps into my scrap box, just stamp a whole bunch of them. This blue fabric's nice. I quite like the pink. Yeah, so scraps. Time to use them. I'm going to make a truckload of these. I almost swore then, you know. Bye, Krista. Thank you for coming. Tonya, okay, you measured your desk. It's 5.5 by 3 feet. Yes, my desk is really long. It runs the length of the garage. And well, one end hubby has occupied at the moment, and one end I've got printer. But yeah, I always feel like I've only got this tiny little space to work in, especially now I've put my laptop on my desk. It used to be on a desk on the other side of the room. And sometimes, yeah, when I start working, stuff ends up around and the space shrinks until you're working in this little square. See, this is scrapbook paper. I really don't know how to use scrapbook paper. I know that sounds so dumb, but I actually don't. I just can't use it. This was some leftover little bits from my... I put some of this green old paper in my mushroom journals. No, too small. Bye, Krista. Bye again, Krista. Yeah, Tonya, I wish I felt like I was doing a good job of using it. I feel like I'm just shuffling around and I'm not actually using anything up. Maybe I should rip it into smaller pieces first. Would that work? I don't know. Where's that piece? See, I really want to use up fabric at the same time. That's the problem. That's a cute little piece of fabric. I think I'll put him there and leave him like that. Oop, down a bit. Okay, another one. See, even this piece that's white, because it's in my crap box, I feel I must use it. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this pink piece. And this napkin, this has been in my crap box forever. I have not coffee dyed not napkins, paper doilies. I've not coffee dyed them, honestly, in about 2 years. I don't know how it's still kicking about, surviving. What else do I need? Some music paper. So I'm going to have to go soon, guys, because I need to, what Emma calls, do my eyeballs. I've still got to put eye drops in 4 times a day, which is so annoying. I'm so over it. Oh, I might use some of the purple here. Yeah, so I have to clean my eyes with, you know, those little water ampules, sterile water, to clean my eyes and then put these drops in. Oh, you know what I should be using up here as well? Some threads. Look, I've got this thing of threads. I don't like the brown threads all piled up in there. It makes me think of hair, and I don't like hair. Let me shuffle it around a bit. Yeah, so I have to do my eyeballs four times a day. So I've got, I've been saving the little water ampules, you know, the sterile water things. I've been saving them because I think I'm going to make some bead caps and chunky beads out of them. Ooh, okay, I like that. Let me sew this guy first. See how he looks. Whoops. Get down. Lucky you're all talking between yourselves with me ignoring you. Okay. So that was that little guy. I love that fabric. I've got a lot of that fabric. This is the guy with the little fuzzies. Oh, do you know how long it's taken to fill this? It's so stuffed and I use it all the time, but I don't know. Okay, that's the fuzzy wuzzies. I feel like the fuzzies though, see, I don't like him because he looks like a hair has got stuck in it out of there. I feel like when I use a fuzzy, it needs a button. Do I have a button? I do. Not this button, but a little blue button. I don't know why. Whenever I use the little fuzzies, I always feel like I need to put a button on top, which I still may. I probably will because it's going to bug me. Is it going down, Maureen, do you think? I don't feel like it is, especially when I go fishing for other stuff on my desk. See, this is one I can get rid of straight away. Let me just cut the little hearts out. And then I'm happy to get rid of the rest of the brochure because it's a bit ugly. But this little heart, I don't like that bit that goes across it. I think he can go. Oh, two little tulips. They can stay. I think the rest can go. Maybe that piece I'll keep. Yay, bye-bye. Oh no, there's a little one. Oh, I'm using my fabric scissors, am I? There's one more little tulip there. I'll use him. And that can go. Yes! That's been kicking around for a while as well. Okay, lovelies, I will let you go because I need to go and do my eyeballs. Oh, you saw the double heart. I thought I could get rid of it, Emma, without you noticing. There was a double heart. Is that what you were talking about? These double hearts on here? I thought I would sneak Okay, I'm gonna keep it now. See, look what you do to me. I thought I could sneak it in the bin without you noticing. I will use the double heart. No, I agree, Nat. There's no way Chrissy is clean, even after a bath. I think Chrissy is the one that corrupted me. I used to be so sweet and innocent until I came across Chrissy on Facebook. Then she just corrupted me. Now I'm like some dirty old woman. Thank you, Kate, for stopping by. I'm so glad you're still about. I was wondering what happened to you. I did send you a message on Facebook, but I thought you must have had some stuff going on if you didn't answer. I hope all is good. What are you laughing about, Emma? You're so naughty. Okay. Let me finish this little guy and then I will let you all go. Thank you everyone for stopping by as well. I'm glad you all chatted to each other because I'm very boring. Boring. This is a donkey's head. This fabric, I was cutting up little novelty fabric to make some little embellishments to get rid of it. And that was half of a donkey. But I don't like that piece. What piece do I want? I feel like I need some of this. Now, next time you see me, I'm going to show you a great big pile of embellishments that I made, and I'm going to use up all of this, and you're all going to be amazed that I actually cleared a lot of my scrap box. I see, isn't that one cute? It just needs a little something there to break up that fabric. And you'll all be like, I knew you could do it, Bonnie. Okay, he's going to stay like that. Well, thank you everybody for coming. You will see the craft mat next time after I've sewn all these scraps. I'm going to go do my eyeballs, kiss my little grandson because he's so cute, and then come back out. Yeah, I haven't been doing lives for a while. I only did a couple actually a while back. And I think I only made some scrap fabric flowers and I did some collaging or something. But thank you everyone. And yeah, get to sewing your scraps. Sew. And if you don't have a sewing machine, you can glue them. Because I've been using, oh no, I just wrecked that one I made. Let me put him back together. I hadn't sewn him. I'll put him back together. Yeah, if you don't have a sewing machine, just glue it. Or go buy a cheapo sewing machine. You can get them like really super cheap now at Spotlight. And actually, I think Audi have sewing machines at the moment. But I think they're dearer. Just get yourself an $80 one from Spotlight. I love them. I love the feel of them as well because they feel very chunky. I'm going to do some more with these little strips of fabric. You know, off that old bed sheet because I think those ones look really, really cute. I love that floral pattern. Mm. I don't like this red lace I put on there. I think I need to stamp some more of the scrap paper. Like, you know, the music paper, there's that big wide white edge around it that I've just been ripping off. I might stamp some mushrooms onto it since I only have butterflies and mushrooms. And it's a good way to get rid of lace you don't like that ugly peach lace. Okay, that's it. I will let you all go. Thank you everyone for coming and stopping by. And yeah, go on my Facebook and I don't have a Bonny and Clive Facebook. It's Bonny Wood. But yeah, go and post me a picture if you make some because I love to see what scraps you guys are sewing together. Because I bet they're a lot prettier than my scraps. Okay, thank you everyone. Now I have to figure out how to end this live stream again. I can never end it for some reason. Or start it. Let's see. Okay, I will leave you all. Thank you. Bye, 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 guys. What do I press, Emma? The cross. See you later. Whoops.